Howdy, 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 my name's Nanachi Sasuke, and this is an update video. So, this update video, the purpose of it is a few apologies and some explanations. The first thing is Dreamkeepers related, and it's an apology and an explanation. I want to apologize, one, for how long there was between episodes, and two, to the creators themselves. I don't think they watch my channel, I have no reason to think they watch my channel, but last year, for anyone who remembers, there was a point around AntherCon season where the creators of Dreamkeepers weren't able to go to the convention and decided to run an online convention during AntherCon. It was a free Twitch-based convention where all the creators who didn't get to go to AntherCon got to instead just do things on Twitch and sell to people. I thought it was a little bit in bad taste that they did it during AntherCon, but the main thing was that there was a table at AntherCon that served no other purpose than saying how wrong it was that Dreamkeepers and other people didn't get to go. I thought that those people were directly related to Dreamkeepers, but I recently found out that not only did they have nothing to do with Dreamkeepers, or the creators of it, but it sounds like the creators just recently found out that was a thing that happened at all, and that they're also not getting to go to AntherCon this year. But basically, I just wanted to apologize for not doing Dreamkeepers for about 6 months, because I thought that a group of loud people who were trying to do the right thing came off as kind of and I personally feel like if they wanted to do something to help Dreamkeepers, they could have given that table to the Dreamkeepers people instead of using it for no other reason than going, hey, they didn't get to show up, you should go watch them on Twitch instead of being here, Because, to be totally honest, there's nothing stopping anyone from attending their online convention while at the real convention. But since I thought that table was actually affiliated with them, I thought that they were just actively sending people to do that. I don't know why I thought that. It could have just been because I was still feeling the of them doing the online convention during AntherCon, because the whole thing had a bit of a frustrated feel to it. I don't know what word I want. Cringy is not the word that I want. Vindictive, maybe? Their tone when they announced when the convention was felt vindictive. But looking at it now, in hindsight, that for how far their comic has come with or without AntherCon, all the things they're trying to do now, and the fact, most importantly, that those people had nothing to do with them, I want to apologize for thinking that, and that's why there's not been a whole lot of Dreamkeepers recently. Or at the very least Prelude, because I don't know whether or not there's any access to the comic proper yet for non-patrons. So that's the first thing. The next thing is regarding Pesterquest and the Homestuck epilogues. I had said at the end of the last episode of Pesterquest that it feels like I may have to finish the epilogues to understand the direction that Pesterquest is going in. Especially since Pesterquest starts with the guy from FriendSim reading the entirety of Homestuck, finishing the epilogue, being pissed off about it, and reacting thusly. So it does sound like I need to finish the epilogue. And it also sounds like there's at least one person who wants me to read the epilogue. Now, what the holdup has been on both these things is, one, I feel like I can't read Pesterquest or play Pesterquest until I complete the prologue or the epilogue. Words everywhere. But on the other hand, the epilogue makes I don't like the epilogue. It's not even that I don't like the epilogue. I like that we got to see how the Lord English fight went, even if it was kind of bogus, because I thought the whole point of them black holing the Green Sun was to turn off Lord English's powers, which he then proceeded to continue to have anyway. That was weird to me. I am interested in seeing what happens with Terezi and John. But the thing that makes me not want to finish the epilogue is anything Jane related. Because that whole thing with Jane and Jake for the sake of the election was extremely uncomfortable. And the next thing I have in the epilogue is more Jane stuff. So once I saw that I had more Jane stuff ahead of me for the epilogue, I just did a hard stop, and I haven't really been able to bring myself to continue it since. But if I don't know if I need to continue the epilogue for Pesterquest to make sense, but at the same time, I think I can probably, at the very least, do Pesterquest up through the trolls, and then once I get to the beta kids, then it might start to become a problem. Beta kids? Alpha kids. Whichever. Because it does look like the alpha kids may be in the game now at this point. Because the last time I did an episode, they were halfway through the trolls, and I've only done one troll. And I really do want to do more Pesterquest, because it's a lot of fun. But I don't know if I'm being tied down by the epilogue or not. So I want to tag this probably as the things I'm talking about, if for no other reason than hoping somebody can let me know whether or not I actually need to finish the epilogue to finish Pesterquest. Maybe someday I'll be able to push through how massively uncomfortable Jane was in the epilogue, but for now, I'm not sure. Because it sounds like it's basically her it's going to be a few pages of her feeling really bad about it. I don't know. But that's why neither of those have been happening, because I'm not sure if I have to do one to do the other. Prequel. You know, the Kade Mannequin comic. That one is just all over the place. There's no real reason it should be all over the place. But I've been playing a whole lot of Elder Scrolls Online lately, so I'm itching to get back to that. So I'll do that at some point. I've already been over why Two Kinds isn't happening anymore, because in addition to it getting uncomfortable to read that comic out loud in some areas, because of why it's getting uncomfortable to read that comic out loud, it feels like if I go much further, I'm going to be going ankle deep into territory that YouTube doesn't like. And, I don't know, I didn't really know what I was getting myself into when I agreed to read Two Kinds online, on my channel. I had heard it was a good comic, and it is a good comic, and the creator's a nice person. We actually shook hands on me asking if I could read it. But then I had to read out loud a character in Heat, and not only did it make my throat hurt trying to hit those pitches, it just felt really to read that out loud. So, Two Kinds probably not coming back. Dreamkeepers is coming back, Two Kinds isn't. Ava's Demon, that one, like I said, I usually try to wait until either 100 pages have happened or the chapter finishes. The creator, last I heard, was on a hiatus because they're depressed. So nobody's been bothering me about it lately, and I hope no one's been bothering her about it lately, because I have no control over the comic, and no one should be hassling her while she's depressed. If anything, they should be hoping, like, giving her well wishes to feel better. But I have no control over that comic, and I wish her the best in her feeling better about whatever got her into this depressive state, because I totally understand depression making you not want to do things. That's kind of the whole thing of depression. It makes you not want to do things. Lackadaisy? Nothing's really wrong with Lackadaisy. That just fell victim to, again, my depression messing with my output of my YouTube channel. The SCP wiki, as you've seen, is just kind of all over the place. It wasn't really my intention for that to be the only thing that's happening, but because of the fact that I don't need to put in as much effort for the SCP videos as I do for all of the webcomics, it's been easier to output SCP videos when I don't have the energy to do anything at all. So, while I'm sitting in my room, I don't even have the energy to just procrastinate, like, oh, well, I'm playing video games and I should be working. It's not even that. Like, I've been known to just be playing video games and just fall asleep with a controller in my hand because I just feel that listless. So it's not that. It's just that sometimes, a lot lately, I just have not really had the energy to do anything. But I still am able to crank out an SCP video because all I'm really doing is reading those. I'm not acting those. So I'm not, like, pushing out there to get that done. And I don't know how I'm going to handle the next few SCP sidestep videos, because for one, the next episode of SCP Confinement by Lord Bung, it's 20 minutes long. So it would be like most of an SCP sidestep video just to watch and react to that. And I'm not sure how I want to handle that. I also was supposed to be reacting to more than just one SCP animated series, but there's also a whole lot more animated things happening than there were when I started doing this. And by combining them with the Sidestep series, which was already me reading things that I couldn't read in the main series, I overcomplicated it a little bit. So I'm not sure how I'm going to handle reacting to the animations moving forward. And I'm also not sure how I'm going to handle the SCP-001s, because I've got one chunk of Ouroboros left, but it's a massive chunk of Ouroboros left. Like, it led me to a page, which led me to another page, which led to like 15 more pages. So that's going to have to... If I want that to come out as one episode, it's going to be very, very long, and I'm going to have to record it in pieces, and then splice it back together, like I did for the main series episode 100, and wanted to do for episode 200, but didn't have enough time. So, that being said, the other thing, with my channel being all flipsy-flopsy all over the place like it is, I've been leaning back and forth between putting out a video whenever I can, or taking some time to build up a backlog, and then just have them start rolling out on a schedule again. I don't know, the reason I haven't already done that is because I don't really trust myself to actually do it. I have every intention, and I definitely want to, but I don't trust myself to succeed. But I did want to try. So the explanation would be that it is my intention to try to build up a backlog of videos throughout the rest of February to get ready for March. I don't know how many videos I'm going to end up backlogging, and I do intend on there still being SCP videos coming out in the meantime, because like I said, the SCP videos are easy to record, easy to edit, easy to post, but everything else takes effort, and I want to do a good job with them. I may not be able to do the best job in the world, because I'm just one guy, and my vocal range can only go so far. I'm not Caleb Hiles, but I want them to be good as I can get them to be with what I've got. And as of right now, trying to rush them out to make sure I'm doing them because I have an imaginary crowd in the back of my head yelling at me for not getting these comics out fast enough for you guys, I think I would do better to just take time to record them in the background while SCP videos keep happening, and then hope that they're good. So, all these other things I mentioned, the Dreamkeepers and the prequel and the Ava's Demon If It Happens and Lackadaisy, and also House Pets. House Pets was supposed to happen on Thanksgiving, but then I had a power outage because it was super windy, and I just kind of never got around to it because all the other things. I'm at the very least probably going to do a House Pets this week, because I like it when, since it's a strip comic, there's daily comics, and I figure since the last episode came out in the comic strip right around Thanksgiving, and Valentine's Day is this week as of recording this, I would at least try to record from the Thanksgiving up through to the Valentine's Day for that, and then post that this week before that becomes a part of the getting ready for March. I would ask that you not hold me to it, but I want to try. And last but not least, gameplay things. I had a whole lot of video game series that were running that I had every intention of continuing to be series and then just didn't for various reasons. My computer couldn't handle it very well. The Switch handled it okay, but my computer processed it and uploaded it at a lower quality than it was recorded at. Like, when I did, the Swords of something. The Swords of Ditto. I recorded that game at 1080p, edited it at 720, and it uploaded it at 240. I don't know what's going on with that, but if that's a thing everything I record out of the Nintendo Switch has been doing, then any of the series I started with a Nintendo Switch, I'm not sure whether or not I should continue them there, or start anything else on it. By the same token, I was trying to do videos with my PlayStation Classic, because I wanted to just try all the games on that, especially Final Fantasy VII, because Final Fantasy VII Remake drops in a couple of months, and I've never played the original one before. I played the demo to it when I was like 12, and all I remember is that there was a lot of green and what looked like a giant building in the background. I remember getting off the train, and I remember walking up a hill towards something green, and that's it. But the biggest one of all of the various games I've been doing, it's not the Cyberpunk Future Robot video, even though that game is fun and I like the voice acting, and I want to see what's going on in that game. The biggest concern is Stardew Valley. The last 2 times I tried to do Stardew Valley, I fell off. The first time because I didn't really know what I was doing and I just kind of forgot about it. And the second time I had a plan, missed my own deadline, and that's when I was super holding myself to my own personal deadlines, and by missing it, I tripped and didn't really know what to do about it. That last time I was trying to do it that I had 3 episodes per real world season. So there would be 3 episodes of Stardew Spring in Real Spring, and so on. I've been playing a lot of Stardew Valley on the Nintendo Switch lately. Like, I got it last month, and I've just passed 40-something hours of playing it, between playing it with a friend and playing my own file. I'm almost done with Spring Year 2, my character just got married, I just got a big farm, I got the big coop, I got a void chicken, I'm halfway done with the spirits. It's a lot of fun, but what it's teaching me is that I don't think there's any real way to do a Stardew Valley YouTube series that is good. There's too much stuff, especially with the new update that just came out. Like I said, I had 25 hours on Steam of Stardew Valley, and all I did was get to summer twice. And I don't know how many videos it was, but I also wasn't editing the videos very well, so I'm not sure how I would go about continuing Stardew Valley in a feasible manner that would actually be, like, interesting to watch. As I was thinking of recording this update video, I thought maybe if I try to do a season a month, like, just have a few episodes of Stardew Valley a month, like one every week, and have each video be 1 week per season. But once again, there's so much stuff in Stardew Valley that it would take forever to actually get anything done. Especially with how long it takes to get into the swing of things in the first year. Like, yeah, I'm on year 2 now. I'm almost done spring of year 2. And I was able to hit the ground running because of the night market in winter. I'm not going to be able to do that if I start a new file in Stardew Valley to continue the series. But if I pick up one of the old ones, I'm not going to remember what I was trying to do. So, if I were to continue doing Stardew Valley on YouTube, 1, I would probably have to start over again, and 2, I don't really know what sort of upload schedule it should have, or how much stuff should be in one episode. So, much like with the Homestuck and the Pesterquest thing, I do need input on that. I don't know how often people watch these update videos. I don't know whether or not anyone actually gets far enough for me saying that I do need input. That's what the update videos are for. They are to let you know what's been going on with me, what's going on with the channel, and to ask you what you think I should do going forward. And it's very rare that anybody ever gives me that. But if ever there was a time I needed you guys to actually please do that for me, is to let me know how to handle Homestuck, how to handle Pesterquest, how to handle Stardew. And other than that, I appreciate all the people who've subscribed, all the people who are watching. To everybody who's watching that isn't subscribed, it'd be cool if you did, but I do say in all of my outros that you don't have to if you don't want to. I guess I'm glad that there are that many people watching, whether or not they stick around to keep doing it. But I tripped up a few walls and face planted into another one at this point. So, like I said, I'm gonna try to build up a backlog for March. Or not a backlog, like whatever word it is I want. I'm gonna try to have some videos saved up for March. I'm still gonna be probably putting out an SCP video every now and then while doing that. I'm probably gonna do one right after this. I'm done recording this, actually. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I had to say. Nothing has really been canceled other than Two Kinds, but we've already been over that. I'm just reminding you guys that it's not coming back. I just been rolling around not really able to drag myself to do it. But I do want to. I just haven't been able to. And I'm going to try to get better about it, and I'm sorry. So, that's about all I had to run my mouth about. This has been Anachi Sasuke. Outro. See you in the next one. Later.